Greetings everyone, this is Electric Michigan. We're doing a quick walkthrough today of the 2021 CSC City Slicker, and no riding in this video, so if you want to see it in motion, this isn't the video for you. And this is just a kind of quick walkthrough and overview. I really like this bike. It's a great option for people to get into kind of the EV space. It's dirt cheap and you kind of get what you pay for, but overall I'm very happy with it. It costs about $2,900 delivered to your house, which is nice. You don't have to go to a dealership. The shipping costs are loaded into that $2,900. I have the storage rack here in the back, and then the box that I put on myself, and that together is like another $100. And first questions right off the bat, everybody wants to know, how fast does it go? How far does it go? How long does it take to charge? So I'll try to answer those. It goes about 50, which is awesome. But that doesn't mean it goes 50 miles an hour in the wintertime up a hill. So it goes about 50 on flat surfaces in the summertime. At about 50 miles an hour, you can maybe get 20 miles of range out of it, which I think honestly is pretty awesome. I knew going in, it's basically just got a little battery inside of it that you might, maybe the size of a car battery. And then how long does it take to charge? So to keep costs down, the charger is external, right? It's got this blocky thing like you might find on like an old school Xbox. And it'll take, in the summertime, less time than in the wintertime to charge, but you're looking at 4 or 5 hours to go from like 10% to 100%. But it charges pretty quickly to around 50%. So it's fully electric. I'm 6'2", and it's kind of small for me to sit on like this, but honestly I normally sit on it back here, and it's actually a pretty comfy seating position. It's got small tires, and it's got a kind of small suspension, but if you notice, the tires on it are street tires, right? For comparison's sake, we've got a 0 DS back here, and it's so quiet going around town, so you can sneak up basically on people, not that you'd want to, but it's so quiet just traveling around the area. I really appreciate that. It's fun. It feels more engaging to be out and about. The loudest aspect of it is definitely the wind noise. It only has about a 4.5 horsepower motor, but it has 2 throttle speeds, and you could come over here if you wanted to show it on the camera. There's eco mode, and then power mode, and it's a flip of a switch to change in between the two. And for takeoffs at stoplights, sometimes I'll use eco mode, and then once I'm going, I'll use power mode. It's not really that powerful, but the power mode is kind of like an on-off switch. Either it's on or it's off. It doesn't really have a lot of discretion. 2 things that this bike has that the Zero doesn't have actually, which I really like, is this has a reverse, which makes it incredibly easy to load and unload, and even just backing up here in the yard, it makes it life much easier. And then it also has a USB plug already included in it, so that's nice. On the Zero, the USB charger is an additional accessory. So buried here where the gas tank would normally be is a storage compartment, and it's pretty generous. It's pretty awesome, and there's a USB plug in here. So you can charge your phone. There's even a little cutout so that the cord can come out if you wanted to mount your phone up here for some reason. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. I'm very happy with it. And if we swing around here, I can show you, you might want to go to this side, the battery that's in here. So the battery takes just a minute or 2 to remove. You can undo these cables. The only downside is you need to have a tool. You need to have a screwdriver to take out these 2 screws, pop it out. It weighs 30-ish pounds, 35 pounds. So if you take this out, the bike only weighs about 190 pounds, so it weighs less than me without the battery in it, which is really effective for transport. It makes life a lot easier to kind of move it around and take it places. It also comes with passenger foot pegs, you know? And to be honest, like passenger foot pegs reverse the USB charger. For keeping costs down, they didn't have to include those things. So I'm pretty happy with that aspect of it. And you get what you pay for. I mean, this isn't a speed demon. This is for somebody who's just kind of getting into the electric vehicle space. And honestly, it's quite a bit of fun to have a bike like this for scooting around town. If you have a commute of maybe 5 or 10 miles, this is perfect for you. If you have an apartment and you occasionally need to pop the battery out to charge it inside, you can, and the battery can charge with that charger outside of the bike. If you really wanted to get into this bike, invested in it, you could actually buy a separate battery. They're on the CSC website. They're pricey though. So yeah, at this price point, this is, I would say, less than a lot of high-end e-bikes that are out there, pedal assist bicycles. So this is a pretty fun option in my opinion. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. The only complaint I would say, and again, bearing in mind the price point of this, there's not too many complaints. The mirrors are annoying. They're kind of frustrating to set. You can't see much because the bike is smaller, but that's kind of true with every motorcycle, right? So yeah, you get what you pay for, but as far as that goes, I mean, if that's the only complaint, there's not too many complaints about this as an option for a vehicle. And some people have asked me, you know, is this a toy or a vehicle? And it's kind of on that threshold, but I would say it's definitely a vehicle. I use it for commuting and running errands around town. It is, again, so quiet that it makes moving around the town fun at times to do errands, and it's so small that you could pop this up at bike racks and nobody's really going to look at you twice about it. So it is registered as a motorcycle. So it is a motorcycle in every state because it goes fast enough. But it's kind of smaller size, so you're probably going to get away with being able to park it and pop it up places that you probably wouldn't with something, say, like the Zero here. So yeah, that's my overall take on the CSC City Slicker for now. This is the 2021 version. I'll do some more videos at some point driving on it. So thanks everybody. Hope you enjoyed this video.